More than 13 billion years ago, the universe looked nothing like it does today. There were no stars, no planets, and no galaxies. Instead, the entire observable universe was an incredibly hot and dense mixture of energy and elementary particles. Then came the event we call the Big Bang. Contrary to popular belief, it was not an explosion into empty space. It was the beginning of space and time themselves, as the universe started expanding in every direction. During the first few 100,000 years, the universe gradually cooled. The first atoms of hydrogen and helium formed, becoming the building blocks of almost everything we see today. At this stage, however, there were still no stars. The universe was filled mostly with enormous clouds of gas slowly drifting through space. Gravity soon became the master architect of the cosmos. Tiny variations in the density of matter caused some regions to contain slightly more material than others. Although these differences were incredibly small, gravity continuously pulled more matter into these regions over millions of years. Invisible dark matter played an equally important role. Although scientists still do not know exactly what dark matter is made of, observations show that it provides most of the gravitational framework around which galaxies form. If you like similar educational content, please like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends. Around 13.5 billion years ago, the first stars began to ignite. Their light ended the cosmic dark ages and illuminated the young universe for the very first time. These early stars gathered into small primitive galaxies that gradually collided, merged, and grew into larger systems. Our own Milky Way galaxy began forming during this era. It did not appear all at once. Instead, it started as a much smaller protogalaxy, surrounded by an enormous halo of dark matter. Over billions of years, gravity attracted gas clouds and countless smaller galaxies. Each collision added more stars, gas, dust, and dark matter, slowly building the magnificent spiral galaxy that would eventually become our cosmic home. The formation of the Milky Way was not a single event, but an ongoing process that lasted for billions of years. According to current astronomical models, our galaxy began forming roughly 13.5 billion years ago, only a few 100 million years after the Big Bang. At that time, the universe looked very different from what we see today. Instead of giant spiral galaxies, space was filled with much smaller irregular galaxies composed mostly of hydrogen, helium, and enormous amounts of dark matter. As gravity pulled these young galaxies toward one another, they repeatedly collided and merged. Unlike collisions between solid objects, galactic collisions are surprisingly gentle because galaxies are mostly empty space. Their stars rarely crash into one another directly. Instead, gravity reshapes the orbits of billions of stars, while vast clouds of gas collide, compress, and trigger spectacular bursts of new star formation. Modern astronomers have found evidence that this process is still recorded inside the Milky Way itself. Using the Gaia Space Observatory, scientists have discovered enormous streams of stars moving through our galaxy with unusual motions and different chemical compositions. These stars are believed to be the remains of ancient dwarf galaxies that were swallowed by the Milky Way billions of years ago. They are essentially fossils of galactic evolution, allowing astronomers to reconstruct our galaxy's long and violent history. Dark matter played an even larger role than ordinary matter during this process. Although it cannot be seen directly because it does not emit, absorb, or reflect light, observations indicate that dark matter makes up about 85% of all matter in the universe. It forms a gigantic invisible halo surrounding the Milky Way. Without this enormous reservoir of gravity, our galaxy would likely never have grown to its present size, and many of its stars would simply drift away into intergalactic space. As the Milky Way accumulated more mass, it gradually developed its familiar spiral shape. Rotation caused gas and dust to settle into a flattened disk, while density waves traveling through the disk formed the spectacular spiral arms we see in photographs of spiral galaxies. Interestingly, these spiral arms are not rigid structures. They behave more like traffic jams on a highway. Stars continuously move through them, while the spiral pattern itself slowly travels around the galaxy. Meanwhile, the center of the Milky Way became increasingly crowded. Billions of stars accumulated into a dense central bulge, and at its very heart formed one of the most fascinating objects in our galaxy, a supermassive black hole known as Sagittarius A-star. This black hole contains a mass roughly 4 million times greater than our Sun. Despite its enormous mass, it represents only a tiny fraction of the Milky Way's total mass. Contrary to popular science fiction, it is not sucking in the entire galaxy. Its gravitational influence dominates only the central region, while the galaxy itself is primarily held together by the combined gravity of its stars and its massive dark matter halo. Today, astronomers estimate that the Milky Way contains somewhere between 100 billion and 400 billion stars. It may also contain hundreds of billions of planets, with many estimates suggesting that planets could actually outnumber stars. Because large regions of the galaxy are hidden behind dense clouds of cosmic dust and countless faint stars remain beyond the reach of current telescopes, the exact number is still unknown. Although the Milky Way appears calm and stable when viewed from Earth, it is actually an incredibly dynamic system that is constantly changing. Every second, new stars are born, old stars die, massive clouds of gas drift through space, and gravity slowly reshapes the entire galaxy. The Milky Way is still evolving today and will continue changing for billions of years. Most new stars form inside enormous molecular clouds, sometimes called stellar nurseries. These gigantic clouds consist mainly of hydrogen gas, mixed with helium, and tiny particles of cosmic dust. Some molecular clouds stretch across hundreds of light years and contain enough material to create millions of stars like our Sun. When gravity causes part of one of these clouds to collapse, the gas becomes hotter and denser. Eventually, the temperature and pressure at its center becomes so extreme that nuclear fusion begins. Hydrogen atoms start combining to form helium, releasing tremendous amounts of energy. At that moment, a new star is born. Many of these newborn stars form in spectacular glowing nebulae that can be photographed by powerful space telescopes. Their brilliant colors are produced by energized gases, illuminated by intense ultraviolet radiation from young, massive stars. These nebulae are among the most beautiful objects in the universe, but they are also cosmic factories where future stars and planetary systems are continuously created. Our own Sun formed about 4.6 billion years ago, long after the Milky Way itself already existed. It was born from a cloud of gas and dust, enriched by countless generations of older stars. This means that nearly every heavy element found on Earth, including the carbon in our bodies, the oxygen we breathe, the calcium in our bones, and the iron in our blood, was forged inside ancient stars that exploded as supernovae billions of years before the solar system was born. That is why astronomers often say that we are literally made of stardust. Every atom heavier than hydrogen and helium inside your body was once created deep inside the core of a star, or during one of the most powerful explosions in the universe. Without those ancient stars, rocky planets like Earth and life itself could never have existed. The solar system is located in a small spiral feature called the Orion Arm, sometimes referred to as the Orion Spur. We are approximately 26,000 light-years from the center of the Milky Way. Although the Sun appears stationary in our daily lives, it is actually racing around the galaxy at an incredible speed of about 828,000 kilometers per hour, or roughly 230 kilometers every second. Completing one orbit around the center of the Milky Way takes approximately 225 to 250 million years. Since Earth formed, our solar system has completed only about 20 galactic orbits. Even the dinosaurs, which disappeared about 66 million years ago, occupied almost the same region of the galaxy that we do today. Beyond its hundreds of billions of stars, the Milky Way also contains thousands of open star clusters, more than 150 globular clusters, enormous nebulae, pulsars, neutron stars, black holes, supernova remnants, and likely billions of undiscovered exoplanets. It is an unimaginably vast and constantly evolving cosmic ecosystem. The Milky Way does not exist in isolation. It is part of a much larger collection of galaxies known as the Local Group, a gravitationally bound family containing more than 80 known galaxies. The three largest members are the Milky Way, the Andromeda Galaxy, and the Triangulum Galaxy. Surrounding them are dozens of much smaller dwarf galaxies, many of which continue to orbit the Milky Way today. In fact, our galaxy is still growing. One fascinating example is the Sagittarius dwarf spheroidal galaxy, a small satellite galaxy currently being torn apart by the Milky Way's gravity. As it orbits our galaxy, powerful tidal forces stretch it into enormous streams of stars that wrap around the Milky Way. These stellar streams provide direct evidence that galaxies continue to grow by absorbing smaller neighbors, just as they have for billions of years. The most dramatic event in the Milky Way's future, however, has yet to happen. In approximately 4 to 5 billion years, the Milky Way and the Andromeda Galaxy are expected to collide. The two galaxies are currently moving toward each other at roughly 110 kilometers per second. Although the word collision sounds catastrophic, the reality will be far more fascinating than explosive. Because galaxies are mostly empty space, the chance of two individual stars crashing directly into one another is extraordinarily small. Instead, gravity will slowly reshape both galaxies over hundreds of millions of years. Their beautiful spiral arms will become distorted. Enormous streams of stars will stretch into intergalactic space, and vast clouds of gas will collide, triggering intense waves of new star formation. Eventually, the two spiral galaxies are expected to merge into one enormous elliptical galaxy. Astronomers have even given this future galaxy an unofficial nickname, Milkomeda, combining the names Milky Way and Andromeda. By that time, it will likely contain well over 1 trillion stars, making it one of the largest galaxies in our cosmic neighborhood. What will happen to our solar system remains uncertain. Some computer simulations suggest that the Sun may remain at roughly the same distance from the center of the newly merged galaxy, while others indicate it could be thrown much farther outward into the galactic halo. Fortunately, the probability of the Sun directly colliding with another star is considered extremely low because of the immense distances separating stars. Ironically, the Sun itself will likely undergo dramatic changes before the galactic merger is complete. In roughly 5 billion years, it will exhaust most of the hydrogen fuel in its core and expand into a red giant. During this phase, it is expected to engulf Mercury and Venus, and it may also reach Earth's orbit. Eventually, the Sun will shed its outer layers and end its life as a white dwarf, leaving behind the glowing remains of a planetary nebula. The Milky Way, therefore, is not a permanent structure frozen in time. It is part of an ongoing cosmic story. A galaxy that was born from the earliest structures in the universe, continues to grow by consuming smaller galaxies, constantly creates new stars, and will one day merge with another giant galaxy to begin an entirely new chapter in its evolution.